Hey everyone, so just going through the Train Symbol 5 FAQ now. Obviously the game has just been announced today, what has been the worst kept secret since GTA 6, but it is here, Train Symbol 5, and first and foremost, as it says here, it is free. If you own any Train Symbol version, you will get Train Symbol 5 for free, which I think is definitely a step in the right direction. It's what should have been the case for Train Symbol 4, it should have been the case for Train Symbol 3, and so on, right? So finally, I've been saying this for ages, they should introduce a starter pack bundle similar to this for people who don't want to fork out for the routes. So this is a massive W. So yeah, here we are, Train Symbol 5 then. So I'm not going to go through the entire FAQ here, but I'll just go through the basics and then give my thoughts on the direct as a whole, some of the features. This is completely unscripted and I'm very bad at making videos, so I apologise in advance. Alright. So first of all, the three core routes in the game are the West Coast Main Line, London, Houston, Milton Keynes, the San Bernardino Line, Los Angeles to San Bernardino, and Frankfurt to Fulda with the Ice-T in Germany. So I think the three routes, we knew about two or three of them because the West Coast Main Line leaked a few weeks ago, and San Bernardino was announced all the way back in February, so it's quite funny that it's coming here now. But this one is completely new to me, Frankfurt Fulda, the ICE-T. Always a welcome addition, seeing a new ice in the game. Looking forward to that. If you get the deluxe edition, you can get the 193 Vectron in the Flix Train livery, and the Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino for the West Coast Main Line. So overall, I think that's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good bundle. It will cost £40 for the standard edition, so that's pretty good value, I think. So as I've said, we've got the starter pack here. If you want to get Train Symbol 5 free, you have to claim it by the 17th of October, so you have plenty of time. You have a whole month basically to redeem it once the game comes out. It'll be available on all platforms, and sadly it will be on 8th gen. I know it's a bit annoying at this point, they keep supporting these old consoles, but what are you going to do? It's got all the pre-order stuff in here. I will leave a link to the FAQ somewhere in the description for you to check out. But we're just going to go through each topic one by one, just kind of discuss as I go along, really. So there will be early access. If you pre-order any edition, I believe, you get, I think it's 5 days early access this time around, so that's pretty cool. So you can start playing September 12th, I believe. This is all the same stuff we've seen in previous games as well, but let's get into the good stuff. So this is the new features. So first off, you've got the live map. So you can see here, you finally have labels on the map, so it will tell you this is the 9 Sierra 54 London, Houston to Edinburgh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that this is a nice change, nice quality of life improvement. It looks a little cluttered. Like, I don't know what this is about. This might be a typo or coding error, but yeah, it looks cool. You got the new training center. Literally, do not care about the training center. Okay, so next off we have the conductor mode. This is a big one. We saw this on Glossop Line and on Long Island Railroad. They both had scenarios, but this is obviously way more detailed and in depth. This is a core feature now, and it's going to be on these three routes, so the three core routes, of course. So there won't be one for the Pendolino, that's interesting, but there will be one for the 350, all the San Bernardino stock, and I think most of the Frankfurt to Fulda stock. Oh, not the Ice-T. That might be because of the tilting, I'd imagine. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the UI is obviously changed. It looks a little better. I just hope they make this mode a bit more engaging, because the current one we have is a little boring. It gets old very fast. It's just too easy as well. Photo mode improvements. I do like photo mode, I must admit. And these features I have been clamoring for a while. So we've got motion blur, which is great. Definitely want motion blur. We've got a new sepia filter. I don't know if it's just the one filter. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but I was hoping for a few more filters, to be honest with you. Adjustable time of day and weather conditions. This is cool. I just hope you can pause the rain, because in Train Sim World 4, if you try to take a photo in the rain, the rain just continues dropping down. It looks really weird. Speaking of the rain, I was a little disappointed they didn't update the rain textures, because it does look pretty poor, but oh well, what can you do? Okay, so next up, this is a weird one, fast travel. So this is quite cool, really. So you can basically just, and this is another feature stolen from God mode, but here we go. You can now fast travel from any station on any route, which is great if you want to take, you know, photos, collectibles, stuff like that. It's a nice quality of life change. Sure, it's not massive, but it's cool. And again, route hopping. This is a weird one. So basically, if you're on a route like Brighton Main Line, for example, you're at Brighton, you could then change to Brighton on the East Coastway without having to go back to the menu, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough, I guess. It only saves a little bit of time, but it's something. It's something. Again, small quality of life improvements, but it's cool nonetheless. I ain't reading all that. Thank you very much. This is another new feature. Digital display screens. You can now basically view them better, I guess. So you can easily press the buttons, because that was a problem before. You just couldn't press any of the buttons. How have achievements changed? I haven't seen this yet, actually. This is new to me. Okay, so it's a brand new set of achievements. Okay, you know what? That's actually a good thing. I do like that. This is new as well. This was not covered in the Direct, but this is huge. You can control layers now in timetable mode. So if you're playing Great Western, for example, and you don't want that stupid Bakerloo line train showing up at Ealing, you can just disable it now, which is great. Because before we just had to delete add-ons. It was a really stupid way of doing it, so this is much needed. Track rendering shadows have been improved. Definitely see a difference there, that's good. I don't know if that's a core feature, if it's only for the new routes, but it does look good. And then you got the roadmap, which will be live tomorrow. These are your PC specs. So for legacy games then, Train Sim 4 already left Xbox Game Pass, but the good news is that Train Sim 5 will be on Xbox Game Pass day one, which is, again, huge, really. I mean, definitely going to help a lot of people out. And that would be the standard edition, so you would get access to the 3 core routes as well. That's pretty cool. Train Sim 4 will not get any further updates. So that's obviously a kick in the teeth to some people. Because, you know, Train Sim 3 got a few updates for a little while, Train Sim 2 did. Train Sim 4 will not be getting any more updates. Like, even from now, I think. So, yeah, it's just dead. Train Sim 4 will not be compatible with that Islands, of course, yeah. Okay, so, one thing, there's a couple new features. You've got the upgraded training centre with stuff, fine. I don't really use the training centre much, to be honest with you. I think it's kind of a wasted time. You've got the new conductor mode, that's obviously huge. It's a big new mode. But it seems like scenarios, timetables, and journey has not been touched, really. It's just the same. Photo mode upgraded, livery designer the same, scenario planner the same, which is a really shame because this mode especially sucks. It is terrible. So maybe there's something improved, I hope, because it's just crap. It's just really crap. Formation designer, that was recently added to the game. It's finally taken out of beta. It needs a lot of work done to it, and you can only have 100 cars, but it's alright. Creators Club, so you got the new fast travel, the route hopping, the live map, blah 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 blah. All that's going to be the same. Yep, that's fine. Okay. So yeah, if you get the special edition, which is £105, God help you, you get all this basically. You get a lot of routes. If you want my advice, I would say don't get this. Even if you don't own any of these routes, £105 is quite a large investment. I mean, if you really think about it, you know, you better just wait until for all of these individual routes to go on sale. Like, all of this stuff is regularly included on sales, so I'd say just get whatever you want. New York Trenton is a horrible route. Castle Würzburg is boring. I mean, I don't know, man. London Overground is okay. Bremen's okay. I don't know. I wouldn't bother getting this version. I'm gonna get the deluxe edition. And there you go. There's the prices. Yeah, £60 for the deluxe edition. Okay, there's also regional bundles as well that'll be available at launch, so you can't pre-order these, but I believe these will cost £30 each. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so now we're going to take a deep dive on each of the individual routes coming to Train Sim 5. So first off, the San Bernardino line. I mean, I don't know, I'm not really looking forward to it. It's another desert route. I'm not exactly excited for it. It didn't feel that long ago we got the last Metrolink route, and so here's another one. But here we are. It's 57 miles from LA Union Station to downtown San Bernardino, 16 stations, and it features the MP36 from Peninsula Corridor, but reskinned, obviously. The F125 is back. These things are back. You know, all that good stuff. I'll be honest with you. If this wasn't part of the core, I would not play this route. I would not buy this route. I'll probably play it like maybe 5 times at max. I just don't like these long desert. I mean, look at the map. It's just a straight line with a little wiggy bit. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea at all. But if you're interested, there it is. I mean, from what I've heard, it's more busy than the Antelope Valley line, or faster as well. But I don't know. This will definitely be the route I play the least of the 3. Next up then, the West Coast Main Line, London Euston to only Milton Keynes, sadly. I was hoping for Rugby, not going to lie, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Yes, it is 50 miles, and to be fair, it is 28 stations, so it is a lot of work. It's just that when you drive the Pendolino, you know, the services are going to be over in half an hour. It's not long enough, in my opinion, but it'll be fine if you're in the 350. So we didn't really know about this from the leak, but yeah, the 350 is included, the 390 is included in the deluxe edition, and I wasn't expecting this actually, the 377/2. I wasn't expecting them to do that, but that's kind of cool. Extra traffic. So with all the layers, this will be a very busy route, so that's exciting. And of course, the Car 66 is included. Interestingly though, it is the DB Cargo version. So, and that hasn't been since Great Western Express, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Hopefully they've updated the sounds. Additional content available, yeah. So the tilting Pendolino, yeah. And you get additional timetable layers if you have the suffragette line. Cool. Alright. So yeah, it's only 50 miles, but it is 28 stations. So, we'll see. So the service ranges from 10 to 50 minutes. I mean, look at all these stations here. On the London end, that's quite a lot. It doesn't, I don't think it includes the Abbey branch or anything like that. It is just the main line, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think it includes the Watford DC lines or the branch lines or anything like that. Okay, so next up then, Fulda to Frankfurt, aka that one. So yeah, you got this thing, which is an iced tea, an ICET. It's 103 kilometers. I don't know what that is in freedom miles, but that sounds like a lot. 24 stations, modern. It's got the 411, which... oh, that is the iced tea, yeah. The 114, which I think is new as well, isn't it? 114 is just slightly different to the... what's it called? From Hamburg-Lübeck. The 112, I think. It's got the 146, it's got the Dostos, the same old Dostos you've had since Reverse Ignored. And it's got the Vectron in DB Red. So yeah, it looks okay. I don't know anything about this route, except for Frankfurt is busy, like really busy. And it's good to see Frankfurt in the game at last, to be honest with you. I know Fulda is actually part of the Kassel-Würzburg line, so that'll be interesting. Hopefully it's not as boring as Kassel-Würzburg. There's the Flixtrain Vectron. This was another one of the leaked add-ons. I mean, this is a bit of a weird one. Like, why is this the deluxe offering? Not sure. Are the coaches... well, I guess the coaches do have a different livery. Maybe that's why. But yeah, it's another Vectron. This is the 3rd one now. So there you go, I guess. Sure. Of course, this is what I really want to drive. Yeah. The Pendolino. Do you know what? 5 years ago, I was convinced that the West Coast Main Line was going to be made in Train Sim World 2020. Yeah, I didn't age so well, but here we are 5 years later, so only took them 5 years. But yeah, as I said before, free upgrade. Free upgrade, you don't get any of the routes, but you get the game for free, and you bring all your existing routes with you, with all the core stuff and all that, I believe. So I think it's a good deal. You can't exactly call it a rip-off if it's free, can you? Yeah, you got all the oh, here we go, all the features available in the free starter pack. No scenarios. How does that make sense? Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. It says this because it's assuming you don't have any routes, which obviously you're gonna have. Any routes you have, you will have scenarios and timetables for. It's just if you don't have any content, obviously you're not gonna have scenarios, timetables. Mastery challenges. That should be on there. I don't know why that'd be crossed off. Conductor mode. Oh yeah, because conductor mode only has the core route, so again that makes sense. Although conductor mode is going to be on the Great Western Express remaster, so it's slightly misleading. Route hopping because you don't have any routes. Digital display screens. Yeah, same reason. Timetable layer control. Yeah, this is all core stuff. That's why it's not technically included, but I wouldn't worry about it. You're getting all the features basically. Okay, available on select services to enhance routes only. I don't know where it says that. Where does it say 1 and 2? I'm not sure. Oh, here. Yeah, so conductor mode is available on select locos and services. And whatever this is, improved track shadows is on new and enhanced routes only. Okay, so it's not a core feature. I didn't think it would be. Oh well. Okay. So yeah, here's all the prices. I personally wouldn't pay £105 for the special edition. I would throw that away straight away. £60 for the deluxe edition is a price increase, but I don't know. I don't think it's too much of an issue. And then £40 for the standard edition. It's the same as Train Sim 4 last year, so not too bad. Pre-orders are live now on all platforms. I've already pre-ordered it. Blah 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 blah. Early access begins, on the 12th of September at 4 PM BST. That's British Standard Time. So not too long to wait, really. I mean, we've got previews as well to look forward to during that event. Okay, so I think overall, I think it's good value for money. I'm happy with what was shown today, you know. I am disappointed in the lack of Steam. Steam is officially dead in my eyes. They obviously do not care about it anymore. If they did, then they would fix the physics at the very least. But no, Steam, for the foreseeable future, is dead in the water. US freight, there is that one US third party, High Iron, I think they're called. So US freight might not be completely dead yet, but Dovetail don't seem to be in a rush to make any more freight content. I guess the biggest complaints really are that I don't think it should have ended at Milton Keynes, the West Coast Main Line. I think it should have gone to Rugby. I know it's a lot of stations, but you know, the Pendolino runs are going to be so short. It just seems like a waste. What else? To be honest, there's not many gripes I really have. The US content is kind of lacking. San Bernardino we've known about for ages. But there is a Boston route coming out, which is actually coming out fairly soon, I heard, so that's something at least, with the new train as well. The Just Trains route, Preston to bloody Carlisle, wow, I did not expect that, I'll admit. So yeah, that's going to be a banger route. That's 90 miles with the Class 87. I am hyped for that one. That is exciting. There was another German route, which I'm not going to lie, I completely forgot the name of. There was a Dutch route. That's a new country. That's cool. That's exciting. That's fresh. Welsh route. First time Wales has been in the game. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to on the roadmap. Let's just hope that they don't give any more false promises. You know, suspension update was supposed to be in winter last year. Took a whole year to implement, and only just barely made it in Train Sim 4. Was it worth waiting a whole year for? I don't think so, but at least it's out now. And allegedly suspension is going to be on everything going forward, including the Great Western Express remaster stuff. Speaking of which, Great Western Express remaster, hell yes, I have been waiting for this for a long time. Even Todd 4 would have been enough for me, but they're doing the whole shabab. You know, they're putting suspension on all the Great Western Express locos, so that is awesome. They're redoing the scenery. They're adding some new liveries and stuff, I believe. So it's going to be awesome. We'll find out more information on that shortly. But yeah, that's everything I think for Train Sim 5. I gotta be honest though, that Roblox game looked fucking dog shit. Oh god, that Roblox game, wow. Look, I'm obviously not the target audience, I'm not hating, right? If you play Roblox, good for you, but I know I'm not 12, so I don't play that. But, you know, it looks like a video game. I don't know. It's probably going to be full of microtransactions, but you know what, whatever, I don't care. I don't care about the Roblox game, who gives a shit. Oh yeah, the VR project, that was weird. That was a bit of a fake out. You know, they showed VR, I was like, oh my god, holy shit, Train Sim World is finally getting VR. Well, yes, but actually no, it's a new game, technically, exclusive to MetaQuest. And it's only one route, the Harlem line. Out of all routes, why pick the Harlem line? I'm not sure, but there you go. Train Sim World VR is technically real, but it's not. I don't know, it's weird. I mean, it might just be a prototype. That's what it kind of seems like to me. If it does well, then maybe it could be in the game officially, but I don't know. So the things I'm looking forward to the most are obviously the conductor mode. I think that's huge. Any new game mode is always going to be big, so I'm looking forward to that. The Just Trains route, love their work on Blackpool branches, definitely going to be picking that route up. Tadami line, we didn't hear anything new about it today, but a route in Japan has already got me sold. The route in the Netherlands and the route in Wales is always cool. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'll be honest, I think they could have added a few more features or quality of life upgrades. I think number one, I would have fixed the rain, because I think the rain looks horrible in this game. The particle effects, it looks like needles falling from the sky, and I would have definitely fixed that. There doesn't seem to be any changes to the dynamic weather, so sometimes it just goes foggy and then the fog will just disappear instantly without any sort of transition. It looks pretty bad. The dynamic weather definitely needs an improvement. Pretty disappointing to see no improvements to Scenario Planner Livery Designer, especially since they're kind of unusable at the moment. Formation Designer needs a bit of an improvement. But overall, I am happy. I am happy with the product. I don't know, like I said, 17th of September, bring it on, I suppose, or 12th of September for me. Yeah, sure, why not? You know, I knew Train Sim 5 was happening for a year. Just because, you know, it happens every year. It's a yearly franchise now. Deal with it. And I'm not happy with it being a yearly franchise, to be honest with you. But at least this one is free, so people can't really moan. The biggest thing for me is I dread downloading all those DLCs every year. I mean, I've got 250 gigabytes of DLC. That's not going to be fun. I'm going to need to buy a new SSD just for Train Sim World. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, it's free on Game Pass. It's free in general if you don't want any routes. I don't know. I think it's fine. Yeah. So yeah, that's Train Sim World 5. September 17th, 2024. Let me know what you think of it. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know. Just keep it civil, that's all I ask. Keep it civil. There's no right or wrong opinion. If you don't like the game, that's absolutely fine. If you are hyped for the game, let me know. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I just don't think it's worth calling it a scam or anything like that, because I just think that's ridiculous. But yeah. Overall, I am happy. There is quite a lot here. I'll leave a link to the FAQ for you to check out yourself. As always, come to your own conclusions, form your own opinions, and yeah, see ya.